So welcome back. This is my boy again, Adamslink. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. So I know we all have freedom of religion to worship whoever you want to worship, as long as it's abide by the rules and regulation of our land. Well, Anambra state government are clamping down on I wouldn't say ritualism on shrines, on idol worshipping. Yeah, if I may use that word. Anambra State have had enough. They are clamping down on idol worshippers, native doctors, anything that has to do with anything that has to do with a native doctor or whatsoever. So Anambra State government are seriously against it. And if you claim you are a native doctor, Anambra State, according to the source, Anambra State government and as it testified, it cracked down on fake native doctor and criminal activities by sealing a shrine in Umuafo village, Ukeja, in Iliala local government area. The shrine alleged operated by Ikene, a self-proclaimed native doctor who promised unexpected individual super wealth, was shut down following numerous complaints from Ikeja residents. So he's sealing down a lot of shrines. In fact, the one we witnessed, this popular guy now, the one we witnessed, let me show you the picture, guys. This popular guy that we all witnessed, he was invited by the government to prove how he can make someone rich through his native doctor ways. And he couldn't prove it. So he was immediately arrested. So what the government are doing over there is that, okay, since you say you be native doctor, Abi, come and prove you being a native doctor. Come and make one poor person to be extremely massively rich. Then we're going to let you go. We are going to accept that you are not fake. But most of them cannot prove it. So they are shutting them down. However, Anambra people, they vex, they say, I beg, leave our native doctor for us. Leave our native doctor. In fact, let me check, Anambra. If you check Anambra on Twitter now, you see a lot of, see like these native doctors. Nigeria Army commend, okay.
Popular opinion, just like what the governor is doing right now in Anambra State, shutting down witch doctors. They are preparing Okite and the rest of them, putting pressure on the young ones. Look at it this way. When you shut down false witch doctor, like you call them, you say false, they are false witch doctor, then they are real native doctors and they are fake native doctors. Let's stick with the witch doctors. If you shut down witch doctors, automatically you shut down churches that are using falsehood, divination, using those witch doctors to grow themselves. So it's like 2-0. You shut down witch doctors, automatically you shut down false churches because they are drawing their strength from the witch doctors. So if the witch doctors are in oppression, out of oppression, they too will be out of oppression.
Yeah, that guy kind of like make a lot of sense. I like what the governor is doing, honestly speaking. I like what the governor is doing, shutting down those, according to the fake native doctor. That means there are real native doctor out there in Anambra State who can promise you wealth and you are going to get wealth. So also, this governor, I will plead with you to also go after fake churches. If there are fake mosques, go after them as well. Shut them all down. Shut them all down. Shut them all down. I support whatever he's doing. Support whatever he's doing. But a lot of Anambra are not happy with it though. According to them, this man is spoiling business for them. He's spoiling a lot of businesses for them. But if somebody might say, how did this guy become so rich? This particular guy here. How did he become so rich? He's a native doctor. How you can't take get money reach like this? Huh? How you can't take get money reach like this to the extent that I get personal security following him around? How you can't take get money reach like this as a native doctor? He was arrested recently, and I'm sure his lawyer is working tirelessly. Can you imagine? You are a native doctor, but a lawyer, they work for your release. This man also was also arrested.
All right, my name is Governor Zioku.
This man Shirai was also arrested. They say, according to the guy, say another notorious Facebook fake doctor, native doctor in Anambra has been arrested. Are they real native doctor? Okay, guys, and let me know exactly how you feel. You know, there's freedom of worship. Let us check freedom of worship in freedom of worship in Nigeria Constitution. You see here, the Nigeria Constitution protects freedom of worship in section 38 and 40. The Constitution guarantees freedom of thought, consensus, and religion, including freedom to practice and propagate religion. The limitation. The government may limit religious activities to protect public safety. Okay. Same states have established commission to regulate religious affairs. Some states have Isba boards that regulate Islamic religion affairs. Okay. So that means the governor is within his right to do whatever he's doing now, just to protect public interest. So let's move past that and talk about Kemi Badenoch. Of course, you do not need me to introduce this very strong woman to you from UK, who was a formerly Nigeria, but now she has disowned, denounced our Nigeria heritage. Now she's now full-blown UK person. Well, recently, when she was interviewed, she also took the time to also mention Nigeria again. You know, the last time he told, say, instead of 6 years, staying in UK legally for 6 years, then you can apply for passport. She wants to put it to 15 years. Nigerians were very happy about that. A lot of people were very happy about that. Well, let's listen to what she has to say again.
Get 1,000 unskilled migrants. Your net migration numbers, they're fantastic, but your country is not better. We are not looking at the real thing. Who is coming into our country? Why do they want to be here? I remember coming back to the UK age 16 and thinking this is an amazing place. That why would anyone not want to be here? I know the pull that the UK has. But we have to make sure that everybody who is here buys into what the UK is about, and they're not trying to turn it into wherever it is they came from. I don't want this country to turn into Nigeria or India or wherever.
Oh God, why keep mentioning Nigeria? I was supporting this woman before, but after she made that announcement about 15 years, honestly, I began to look you like, come on, you are a snitch, man. You are a snitch. But now you are mentioning Nigeria again. We know Nigeria is bad. Really, really bad, but heal. I understand that fear. You understand your fear, but you want to block every road. All the road you took to come there legally. I do not support anybody going there illegally, but they are blocking all the roads, both the legal roads. You are blocking everything. You are blocking people. You are from 6 years to 15 years. You are blocking people's roads. Now you say you don't want it to be like Nigeria. Just mention India name. Why mentioning Nigeria?
I want it to be the place that we all love. And that's something that we don't talk about. Once upon a time, immigration happened in small numbers, slowly, so that people were absorbed and assimilated into society. And it wasn't because they took a citizenship test or government regulations. Society did the integrating. Now we're all told you can't say this, you can't say that. The moral and cultural relativism, everything is fine. Nothing is, nothing should be criticized. And then we're seeing the most extreme things happening. Manchester bombing, hearing that the security guard didn't want to ask a question because he thought it might be racist. We're just seeing this all over the place. This is not how you run an immigration or an integration policy. And that's where we need to be. Arguing about, well, should it be 80,000 or 70,000? It should be whatever we can sustain for the long term. It's different. If people are having children in this country, we will not need people. If people aren't having children, then we have a problem. So birth rate comes into it. But what I'm not going to be arguing is, should we have 75,000 or 76,000?
But the question isn't that.
It's a fake debate.
It's not a fake debate. It's not a fake debate because the question is, should we have 1.2 million people?
No, 1.2 million is way too high.
Let's work our way down. Yeah. Should it be 800,000? Should it be 700? So where is that line?
At some point, we won't know. What I'm saying is that we know we don't have enough.
Okay, guys, Kemi Badenoch. Let me check what Nigeria has to say about mentioning Nigeria again. Someone says she's trying to tell something. UK is getting to become overcrowded by Indians and Nigeria. If care is not taken, some behavior of ours will start to reflect in the way of that country. You know, it's true though. You might not like what she's saying. You might bring up patriotism and all that. But when you look at it, Nigerians, there is no lie in what she's saying. Just the certain Nigeria elite don't like the bitter truth. You don't want UK to be like the place you come from. That's true. But discrediting the place you come from to make a point is where you have to draw the line. Exactly. See, I understand what she's doing. Understand? Absolutely right. Absolutely right. They should try as much as possible to slow the immigration down. They should slow it down. And they should allow real people. I have always supported. You cannot come to my house, I allow you to stay in my house, and you are bringing your attitude into my house. It is not right. You are bringing your way of life. Be it Muslim, be it anybody. I'm a Muslim, but I don't support Muslims. Going there, some people claim they are Muslim. I don't think they are Muslim though. Going there to impose things on them. No, they have their own way of living their life. If your own was so great, you could have just stayed there and keep re-educating your people. But it wasn't that great now. That's why you ran over there now. Donald Trump is already there. Most definitely. The road US is taking, be expecting it in UK. That's just the bottom truth, guys. So to end this video, let's talk about this particular Igbo man who recently settled his worker who has worked with him with the sum of 15 million naira. This guy has worked for him. Let me fast forward it. This guy has worked for him for like 7 years, 7 years and a half. 7 years and a half, this guy was loyal. And the boss said, okay, you know what? I want to give you freedom. That's the guy. I want to give you freedom so that you can start your own and be a boss of your own. This is well known in Nigeria, in Igbo culture. Understand? If you bring a guy to work for you, you don't pay that guy salary. The only thing you do for that guy is just to feed him. Feed him and sometimes give him anything to just meet up. Feed him. Then after some certain years, it is required of you as a boss to settle that boy. And this guy did exactly that.
So, it is out for that today. I am going to settle you with 15 million naira. Mana,
this is not a new story. There are some boss. The Igbo people have been doing that. It's a culture. It's a culture. But they don't pay you salary. They don't pay salary. You come. Sometimes it might be your family people will come and beg you to take their son and teach him. and later settle him. That boy, man, you may decide to keep that boy for 10 years, for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. Then before you now let the guy, depending on the age and maturity of that guy, you don't pay him. The only thing you do for that boy is feed him and sometimes give him money, dash him clothes. You don't pay him. Those people that are being paid do not expect to get freedom. Do not expect to be settled. Yes. If you are paying a worker, you are not expecting to settle that worker. We should get it different. But if that worker is working for you and you are just feeding him or her, you are expected to settle that person. So that is the Igbo culture. And he settled this guy with the sum of 15 million naira, working for him for 7 years and a half. So it's an Igbo culture. It's something people might think, no, it's too small now. Think about the labor force over here. Think about the salary gap. In a month, you take 30,000. Other people are being paid 25, 15,000 naira in a month. So if you calculate 15,000 naira in a month times 8 years, it's not even up to 3 million naira. So let us also understand the employment system over here. You understand? So that 15 million naira is okay. And there are some bosses who are wicked, who will never give you freedom. There are some bosses like who are wicked. But I'm happy this man has done the needful, and other people as well who are doing the needful. May God reward them.